basic concept behind repairing the road is to restore a crown to the center of it so that stormwater will sheet off into this ditch and to that ditch on that side. And the way that fella proposes to do it is to take soil that's at the margins of the road that is suitable for the purpose and bring it to the center. The idea is that this ditch needs to be brought back into proper service. The problem we've run into is that this ditch is now full of fairly young trees that need to be removed from it. Those trees were not there 20, 30 years ago. And these trees, like this one here, and you can see I'm at see where I am on the property. This one here, these trees need to be removed completely from the roots. We can't have stumps in there because he's going to bring in his equipment and he's going to pull the topsoil off initially, and someone might take that topsoil, like for instance some of the neighbors might use it for their gardening and landscaping. But once the topsoil's gone, the subsoil would then be brought to the center of the road, and you can see over here there's also an opportunity to take some soil that's here and to bring it to the center. So instead of having a bowl here so that stormwater accumulates in the center and causes these potholes, we'll be having the water sheet off rather quickly to either side when it rains. And you can see this ditch here is full of these trees. Some of them are fairly large and right in the center of the ditch. And you can see also right there the margin where there's a barbed wire fence. Well, those trees could remain, but these trees need to be pulled out by the roots, and you could have someone with the right equipment do it, and then the canopy could be chipped up, and perhaps those wood chips added to the collection of wood chips in there. And some of these pines might be useful to somebody, but the spoil dirt could be used to crown this road, and that's the basic concept. Another thing that was brought up is that this ditch isn't properly working anymore because it's so full of debris, and not just the trees but other vegetable matter. It's been filled in. Another thing that's happened is that this particular driveway pipe is maybe even 8 inches too high, so that stormwater from uphill here does not flow through the pipe. You can see what happens here. It's rather obvious. What happens is all the stormwater from up there just accumulates here. It doesn't make it into that pipe. This is you can see where we are. That pipe might need to come down almost a foot or more. You're just going to have us a lake here, and so that way you can get drainage from up here flowing the way it should. Another thing that was noted, we had the folks at Chatham Gravel and Driveway Repair come out and assess the project here. Another thing they noticed was that stormwater is coming down that driveway, the Mountainside Mobile Home Park, and is actually entering the road surface and is coming down the road surface and accumulating here, and some of it's going in there. And that wasn't how it was supposed to work. How it's supposed to work is that the stormwater is supposed to come down that road, that driveway, and is supposed to enter the ditch on either side of that road. And what's supposed to happen is that stormwater is supposed to enter the ditch here, and this is supposed to be deep enough right here that the stormwater is supposed to come this way and go into that little creek there, that little ditch there. But unfortunately this area has been built up with silt so seriously that It's not happening anymore. It's just entering the roadway surface. So there's another thing that could be done to improve the drainage. Another thing that was brought up, and perhaps this is the big reason why you might want the state DOT to be maintaining this road. There is a rather unfortunate issue, this drainage here. This is not a creek. This is just a ditch that drains the stormwater off the mountainside there, but I'm going to see if I can go down here. Okay, I'm in the ditch down here, and I don't know if you can see it, but this is the culvert pipe that lies under Wolfe Lane, and it's all rotten out. So that's going to need to be replaced, and that could be rather expensive and complicated repair. It's right here. And since lots of folks live up there, I imagine that someone with the wherewithal to provide some kind of temporary crossing will be needed in order to do a proper repair on this culvert.